Hello students, today we'll discuss some numericals based on fluid chapter. In last class we have done the numericals pressure. Now in this class we will do numericals related to Pascal law and equation of continuity and Bernoulli's theorem. So first is a figure is given in question, a U-shaped tube. In this tube water is not any unknown liquid is filled, and above this level another liquid is filled up to this level. This level is given y equals to 25 centimeter, while from this to this level it is given 26 centimeter, and the density of this liquid is given 13.6 gram per centimeter cube, and the density of this liquid is given twice of 13. In this question we have to find out the relation between P and PA, where P is the pressure at this point and PA is the atmospheric pressure. Now solution. Actually in this type of questions we always find the level where the pressure is equal. Like in this problem, this level can be considered as reference line, because at this level pressure at the both sides will be equal, because liquid is same, and in the same liquid at the same level always pressure remains same. So at this level pressure will be same. So we can say if we find out the pressure at this and this point, we can equate them. So now by equating, suppose this point is A and this point is B. So now equating pressure at A and B. At A, the pressure will be exerted by atmosphere by this liquid of height 25 centimeter and by this another liquid of height 26 centimeter. While at this level, the point B, the total pressure exerted will be P, because this is closed tube, so no atmospheric pressure will act at this level. So at P we can write atmospheric pressure plus, due to this height, so 25, D density of this liquid is twice of 13.6, and G plus due to this height, which is equals to 26 centimeters. So 26 density of the another liquid is 13.6 into G. It can be equal to the total pressure at point B, which is equals to P. Now we have to find out the relation P between PA and PB. By solving this, we can write by taking common 13.6 G and in bracket 50 plus 26 equals to P. Now PA plus 13.6 G into 76 equals to P, and as we know atmospheric pressure is equals to 76 centimeter height of the mercury. So we can write uh, 76 centimeter density into G, right? Because atmospheric pressure is defined as the pressure exerted by 76 centimeter height of mercury. So here this can be written as atmospheric pressure. So 2PA equals to P. This is the relation between atmospheric pressure and P. Now next question. A cylindrical container of cross section area A is filled up with water up to height h. Water may exit through a tap of in the bottom of container. Find out geometry opening of tap, the area of cross section of water stream coming out of tap at depth tap in terms of A just opening the tape. Now solution. As it is given in question, a cylindrical container of cross section area capital A is filled with water up to height h. Water may exit through a tap of cross sectional area small a. So first we draw a diagram. Let us consider this is a cylindrical container, a tap, and water is filled up to height h, and we have to find out the velocity of water just after opening the tap and the area of cross section of water stream coming out of tap at depth h naught below tap in terms of small h just opening the tap. Okay, so first here water is filled up to height h and its cross sectional area is capital A while its cross sectional area is small a. So first now applying Bernoulli theorem. According to Bernoulli theorem, energy per unit density can be written as it remains constant. So by applying Bernoulli's theorem at point 1 and 2, one point is here and 2 is at this level. Now at point 1, pressure energy will be Pa atmospheric plus rho gh. So here the density of water is rho, g level is h plus half rho v square density rho. Suppose its velocity is v1, so here rho v1 square equals to, at this level, because it is in contact with the atmosphere, so pressure will be Pa again. Now so rho gh 0 half rho v square. Suppose here the velocity of water is v2, so rho v2 is. Now by continuity equation, according to which AB remains constant, cross sectional area into velocity. So by applying at 1 and 2, cross sectional area capital A, velocity v1, small a, velocity v2, it will be equal. By it we can write v1 equals to a v2 upon capital A. Suppose this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. By putting the value of v1 in equation 1, here atmospheric terms, this term will cancel out. So rho g h plus half rho v1 square. v1 means a square v2 square upon capital A square equals to half rho v2 square. So rho will cancel out. We have to find out the velocity. First point was velocity of water just after opening the tap. So we have to find out velocity v2. We have eliminated the value of v1. So now we can find out the velocity of v2 from this equation by solving it. 2gh equals to common by minus 1 minus a square upon capital A square. Okay, by taking out 2 LCM, so 2 will multiply with this 2gh and v2 square, then 1 minus a square upon capital A square. So here we can write v2 2gh upon 1 minus a square upon, so it is the velocity of water just after opening the tap. So it is our first answer. Now second part. In second part, it is asked that we have to find out the area of cross section of water stream coming out of tap at depth h0 below tap in terms of small a just opening the tap. Means we have to find out, just redraw the diagram. Suppose it is tap and here water is coming out. So we have to find out the area of cross section of water stream in this area. Suppose it is A1 and here this level is h0. The velocity of water here we have assumed in upper part v2 and suppose here the velocity is v3. Now and here cross sectional area is small a. So we want the answer of a1 in terms of a. Again by applying Bernoulli's theorem. So सबसे पहले फर्स्ट प्रेशर एनर्जी Pa. So Pa plus rho gh. Here the density is rho gh. Now suppose that this level is considered as reference level. So rho gh naught plus half rho v2 square equals to, at this point, pressure energy P atmosphere plus rho gh. Here height is 0, so 0 plus half rho v3 square. Now by suppose it is, here P atmosphere is cancelled out, so remaining terms are rho gh naught plus half rho v2 square equals to half rho v3 square. Equation number 3. Now by applying continuity equation we can write AV2. We have to find out the value of A1. So in terms of A. Now V3 is unknown. So by eliminating V3 equals to AV2 upon A1. Equation number 4. Now by putting the value of V3 from 4 in equation 3 we get rho GH0 plus half rho V2 square equals to half rho V3 square, means A square V2 square upon A1 square. Now rho will cancel out. We have to find out the value of, now by eliminating the value of V2. So V2 can be written as, from the first answer, root 2gh upon 1 minus a square upon a square. Okay, so by putting here gh0, it can be written as 2gh0 a square upon a1 square minus 1 and v2 square will be common. So v2 square 2gh upon 1 minus a square upon a square. So we have to find out a1. So a square upon a1 square minus 1, by multiplying this term at this side, so we get 1 minus a square upon a square upon h. 1 minus a square upon a square h naught upon h plus 1 is a square upon a1 square. By taking inverse of this equation, we can get the value of a1 in terms of a, which will be very complicated. Now, if it is given in question, suppose by taking LCM, we can write here a1 square equals to a square 1 minus a square upon a square h naught upon h plus 1, or a1 will be root of a square upon 1 minus a square upon a square h naught upon h plus 1, which is answer. Now next question is as shown in figure is kept vertical with y upward. Water enters through y at the rate of 10 centimeter cube per second. Then find out the speed of water. Find out the pressure difference at X and Y. Now, first question. Figure is kept vertically like this. The upper area of cross section is smaller than below, and this point is Y. This is X. A liquid is filled. The area of cross section of X and Y are 40 millimeter square and here 20 millimeter square and 10 centimeter cube water enters per second as given 10 centimeter cube per second from Y. Means this volume rate is given. It means the value of AV given. AV, area into velocity. It is given that it is 10 centimeter cube per second. Now we have to find out the pressure difference between X and Y. Here one important thing is that speed is decreasing as the water falls down. So by applying continuity equation, we can write A1 V1 equals to A2 V2. So A V, here suppose the velocity is V1 equals to here cross sectional area capital A V2. Now by applying Bernoulli's theorem, here pressure Py plus rho GH and one thing more is given, which is the separation between X and Y is 15 by 16 centimeter. It is also given in this question. So Py here by applying Bernoulli's theorem at Y and X, at Y pressure Py rho GH, where H will be 15 by 16 plus half rho V square. So half rho V1 square, V1 means velocity at Y, equals to at X Px plus rho GH, where H is 0 because our reference level is this, so H is 0, plus half rho V1 square, so half rho V2 square, where V2 is the velocity at this point. Now we have to find out the pressure difference. So Px minus Py, it can be written as rho GH plus half rho V1 square minus V2 square. Now by putting values, rho, which is the density of water, it is 1000, G can be taken as 10, H is 15 by 16 centimeter, so by converting it into meter, 15 by 1600 plus half rho is 1000, velocity at V1. Velocity at V1, since area of cross sectionals are in the ratio of 1:2, 20 and minus at V2 1 by 4. So by solving this, we get Px minus Py is 187.5 Newton per meter square, which we had to find out. V1 is 1 by 2 and V2 is 1 by 4 because here it is given that volume rate 10 centimeter cube per second, means AV was given. AV was given, it is 10, and AV means this cross sectional area 20 and velocity here V1. So it is totally given that it is 10 centimeter per cube. So by equating AV1 to the 10, we can get the value of V1 because A is given 20 and AV1, product of AV1 is given 10. Volume rate means A into V. So AV1 can be written as 10 centimeter cube per second. And by this we can get the value of V1. And similarly, if we will find out the value of V1, we can get the value of V2. So this is the answer. Thank you. In next class, we will discuss some numericals based on another topic.